Yo. Sorry I was a bit late. I was changing the info to say miniatures because people will get angry. How we doing, guys? How we doing? So we're gonna make some changes. Yo, Dale, with the 9-month reprime. Leo, my guy. Yeah, I'm gonna make some changes. Gonna make some changes to this. I'm not happy with some of the colors, which is fine. This sword hilt, I'm going to change to the bone of the Aquila, because I think it needs to stand out a little bit more. So we're going to do that. Which sucks because we highlighted it last night, but it's just what happens. How's everyone else's Monday? Mondays suck. They honestly suck. I'm doing good, Wombat. I'm doing good. How are you, man? All right, let's paint this sword hilt. It's going bone. Sword hilt is going bone. Gonna be done with the librarian? Damn. Can't even comprehend my brush control. Practice. We talking about practice. I like Citadel, Leo. Games Workshop's own brand. It's my go-to. Not a very popular choice, I don't think. Yeah, that's gonna work heaps better. Thank you, Helix. Thank you. I don't normally go in and do this type of stuff. I would base coat this during the regular painting process and then varnish and then do my metallics and stuff, but I'm not happy with the contrast between the sword hilt and the blade. So I think a good color is the bone color that we're using on the Aquila. So that's why this is getting painted similar to this here. Hey, Adria, how you doing? Just trying to get this Legion of the Damned model finished. I was hoping that was going to be finished on tonight's stream, but repainting this... unlikely. We'll see. We'll see how we go. There's another area I want to repaint too. That I'm also unhappy with my color choice. Make it a 4-hour paint stream. We will eventually get back to the full 3-hour paint streams at some stage. All right, while that dries, we'll move back to the pistol. Because we will get the flame pistol finished tonight. Because all we've got left is the muzzle. What color are you going to shade it? That's the question. What did I do on the... Alright. Done. How long does it take to finish a miniature? Depends on how motivated I am with a miniature, but it can be anywhere from 20 hours minimum to like 50, 60 hours on a hero. Well, hello there. Hey Marvin, how you doing? I'm doing good, doing good. I was just playing around with Canva, as you know. I could show people what I was working on. I'll show you guys what I was working on. I'm by no means an expert, but you got to start somewhere. Let's just pause this music and then we'll go here. So this is what I was working on. After having a chat with Pluto Miniatures, he was like, you guys need to get your booties into gear when you're creating stuff. So I was like, he's right. He's definitely right. So I'm trying to work on a little bit of a promo type of thing. We're going to lean into doing Necromunda. So I was making this here. It did take me a while. It did take me a while. So it's not a lot, but I mean, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. You got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. It'll get easier, and they'll get better, I guess. All right, tutorial. I'm doing stuff. I'm meant to be painting this tutorial. We're meant to be getting this finished. So the first step for our muzzle burn on our Inferno pistol is to add a glaze of Cassandora yellow. And we're going to apply on the whole muzzle because it's such a short, sort of short flame muzzle. We're going to paint it on the entirety of the muzzle. You would normally sort of just start towards the front and leave some of the back end without this on it, but because it's so small, we're painting the whole lot. Cool, and we let it dry. Then hopefully this is dry. And we'll apply another coat of paint to our sword hilt, changing it from the silver to the bone because it just blended into the model too much. This is not the first tutorial where I changed my mind either. I changed my mind on the Deathwatch tilting shield, the Dark Angel tilting shield. Nah, I'm in Melbourne, mate. Could be coming up to Sydney though. Might be helping Pluto Miniatures out at... What's the event that's in Sydney? No, I got a free Emperor's Children miniature. I started building it. I'm going to paint it in my rendition of the Flawless Host. CanCon. No, it's not CanCon. Like CanCon's in Canberra, but Mark is going to be short-staffed in Sydney for an event, and I might be going up to help him. And by help, it means help him set up his racking, and then I chat to people about miniatures. Ash, did you see the Necromunda thing? Supernova. I knew Marvin would know. Pluto Mark is a little bit short-staffed for Supernova. And he didn't ask Marvin and I, but Marvin and I were like, we're coming. We're coming to help you, mate. You don't have a choice. It's not BFG. It's not BFG related. It's all Pluto. But Mark's an awesome dude. So do you like those, Ash? I'm seriously going to push hard into start making Necromunda content. No more treading water. Started super motivated with BFG and then it dropped off a little bit. Made some tutorials, it dropped off a little bit. We're back we're back with the tutorials and we're going to get into some gameplay. So I'm going to hate myself, but I'm going to start playing some terrain. We could be chatting to Megan from Scenic. I don't know. Marvin will be able to help me out. What's her Instagram? Even though I added it to the video. Anyway, yeah. It's this year. Yeah, 20th, 18th? I don't know. 4 for me? Nah, it's 8. It's nearly 8:30 p.m. Adri. I'm from Australia, yep. I'm going to paint up Zone Mortalis, yes sir. Yep. Can't have any more... well, I mean, I think the Necromunda practice games we had were really good. However, the missions that were meant to be played on Zone Mortalis, we found out that it really, really should get played on Zone Mortalis. Hey Fran, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. You know, for a Monday. What goss? What goss do you want? The only real goss is I need to get back into gear of creating BFG stuff. Yo, the resub, my guy. 10-month resub, Fran. Thank you very much for the 10 months of support. Yeah, so basically, I don't need, but it would be greatly appreciated if people could get their gangs painted because, yeah, I want to get this thing going. 4 a.m. in Mexico. Yo, what are you doing up at 4 a.m.? That's crazy. Ash wastes are ready to go. Good. Good. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. All right, so we'll let that dry again. Yeah, that's so much better. That is infinitely better. Time frame. I need to set a time frame. I will chat. I think the big one we need to sort out, I think it's going to be the most difficult one, is Marvin getting his gang done and the Dice Daddy, because well, Marvin's just starting, right? And we want to have amazing looking gangs. So I definitely don't want to rush people, but we'll sit down and chat Sunday. I think you said you were coming in Sunday, Nath. And we'll try and work out some sort of soft time frame thing. Hey Muller, how you doing? Yeah. So yeah, gotta get onto it. Gotta get onto it. This is still drying, I think. Yes. Yep. Yeah, we'll chat Sunday. We'll talk about Victorious as well. Victorious is going to be easy. Cooking, you're always cooking, man. You're always cooking. Supernova is... I was close, dude. I said 20th. So that's not bad for me to remember that. Should I get a hairdryer? I'm sort of just twiddling my thumbs. Getting some paint on your Trigon. You finished Vansar? Is it truly finished though, Muller? Is it truly finished? I had another question. Did I? Maybe. I'm going to get the hairdryer. I want this stuff to dry. Hang on. Yeah, we're probably going to help Mark out at Sydney Supernova. Cool. That definitely helped. Now, I know how that feels, Fran. I don't typically go out of my way just to go get paints. I'll wait until the weekend when I'm actually at the studio. Oh, hang on. I've got another Druchii Violet somewhere. What did you think of the thing I made in the admin, Nath? Yeah, dude, Necromunda's fiddly as. Necromunda is fiddly as. I'm pretty sure I go purple, blue, black. Yep. Yepers. Next, we're going to take a Druchii Violet. And we are going to shade towards the front of the pistol. We're going to leave some of that yellow visible. This is a new Druchii Violet because it is... No, it can't be a new Druchii. Why isn't it darker? I think we will go over this twice with Druchii. Where's the... Oh, where'd I put the other one? There. The GM, thank you very much for the sub over on YouTube. Oh, that's cooked. That paint's fugged. That paint is fugged. Can use the dots on the gun as a guide. Yeah. I'll be going over that twice though. That is not purple enough for me. It's not purple enough for my purple club. You like it, Nath? I was just stuffing around on Canva. I'll do some more. I'll refine the process and then I'll have like some stuff saved. The burn effect is awesome. Yeah, we'll be doing what I did on this guy. Oop. See how the purple was way more visible on that? How many do we have for Munda? I would like to have a minimum of 4. I think that would be fantastic. In my dream world, we have 8. That's my dream. Have 8 people playing a Necromunda campaign. I would say Ash is involved. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I'd love to have 8 because I think, you know, the more the merrier. And it would just mean a campaign would go for a long time, which just makes content easier. Especially if people enjoyed enough where we could potentially continue with those same gangs. The scorching on the end of the barrel, it's easy, man. Hang around, you'll see it. It's the brass color, 4 washes, and a highlight. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Hell, you don't even need to do the edge highlight if you don't want to or can't do it. Just a brass with a yellow, a purple, a blue, and a black shade, and you're done. It's what the streams are about. Hopefully teaching you guys that there's some processes that you can do from the get-go, even if you haven't been hobbying for that long. Edge highlights are a little bit of a tricky one, but anyone can put a wash on. Anyone. I've applied to join a commission studio. Not that I'm really looking, it's funny, not that I'm really looking for commissions. And I'd prefer to teach other people how to paint more than do commissions. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We will see how we go. Frustrating that I did all the edge highlights on this last night and I'm repainting it, but it is going to look better for it. Got to do the best I can for Baz. Yo, Black Sword, how you going, man? How are you doing? Oh, let's put some more purple on that pistol while we're thinking about That's better. There's a Middle Earth tournament in Victoria. Are you doing it? Dude, it feels like someone's always unwell in your house, whether it's the kids, you, or your wife. It's just a cycle. I'm well. I'm well. We're just doing paint and take, dude. So we'll just be manning the tables and putting paint on people's pallets. What's my favorite part of painting? Edge highlights. Edge highlights. My favorite part about painting. No. Do you know what? I think my favorite part about painting for me, because I'm quite visual with my imagination, is thinking how a model will look, painting it, and having the model come out the way I thought it was going to look. I think that's one of my favorite parts about the hobby. I mean, when we're talking about like my personal side of it, the other part is helping people improve their painting. It's probably my favorite part. Is the small handful of people that sent me pics early on with their hobby stuff, and they're like, hey, this is where I started and this is where I am now. And it's in large part because of these streams. Without trying to pump my own tires. Or just giving people like pointers on colors, you know, when they're messaged and they're like, hey, what color should this be? Or how do I achieve this recipe? And then helping them with that. Need an IV with vitamin C. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Hairdryer time again. Yo, Cobra, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you found us. All right, we're gonna put a blue wash onto this muzzle now. Yeah, it's the only thing I use a hairdryer for is that. I don't use a hairdryer on my beard. I obviously don't use it on my head because that would be pointless. I remember the days when I used to have hair. My last haircut before I decided it was time to shave my hair was a little man bun. It was a little man bun. Nah, it's all good, friend. You don't need to do a spell check, dude. I understand what you're saying. I started the hobby 13 years ago when 6th edition came out, Cobra.